So I just had the craziest realization that is going to sound bananas to anybody who probably hasn't been meditating and expanding their consciousness for a minute. So if you find that stuff crazy, like the idea that meditation can actually help you, expand your brain, grow your brain, expand your consciousness, the rest of this is just going to sound bad shit. So either buckle in or see you later. So yeah, I just realized that because I've been connecting the patterns of oversouls and their reincarnations, and I'm starting to recognize current walking reincarnations of the same oversoul, meaning I can see the incarnations that are currently existing, because there's, believe it or not, there's more than just one of you existing at the same time. It's just you kind of all have different timelines, but you're all around because time's not real. Let's not get into that. But anyway, so my dog is being very clingy at the moment. I'm trying to avoid him climbing in my lap. He's part rotted, so he's got this thing where he still thinks he's a lap dog, even though he's like the same size and weight as me. But yeah, so we have these oversouls, and we have multiple incarnations of ourselves existing at one time. And I'm still struggling to figure out if I can see my own, but I can see other people's when I look at them. And I realize it's kind of like a lens. I've been getting these exercises from my higher self, stereograms and such, which has really been teaching me about the focusing of lenses, right? Like how much I can expand my focus, my visual focus, and how much I can zoom. Your eye's amazing, by the way. There's a guy, Dr. Cruz, who actually talks about sunlight, your eyeball, and blue light, and it's really cool. He's a neurosurgeon, and it's really cool. Look him up on YouTube. It's cool. So, anyways, as I talk into the blue light phone, the thing is that for me, when I expand, I can see all the connections. Like I can see the person's snowflake of all their incarnations and the oversoul that's connected to all of them, which allows me to kind of like hop between the timelines of the oversoul. So what I realized was happening, because I used to get this all the time, and maybe other people have had this experience. Maybe you're a Doctor Who like me, apparently. But people think they remember you, right? And they can't figure out where. But what it is because you are actually recognizing the oversoul in them. You might not even realize you're doing it. It's kind of almost like an instinctual thing. It's like, oh, I've met this kind of person before. No, you've actually met that person before. It's just you met a different soul of that oversoul. So you're recognizing the core pattern that is the base core of all the different incarnations. It's wild. Anyways, so because you're aware though of the connections and you can feel it, it triggers their memory from their oversoul. It's almost like you're opening up. Like they don't have a choice. It's almost like you're opening up their connection to their oversoul because you're connected to their oversoul, right? So because I am connected, and maybe it's because we are master template people, I don't know, but we tend to have a lot of people who feel like they know us. They feel like we're familiar, we're safe, they feel comfortable around us. But what they're actually feeling is the opening, the connection to their oversoul, because they're in proximity to us, because we're connected to their oversoul. We're actually working with their oversoul, helping them. Their oversoul, I've learned their oversoul actually tells me, because I just had this experience where I had someone's oversoul help me teach them a lesson. It was wild, man. It was wild. Anyways, but yeah, so your oversoul will often have contracts with somebody else as oversoul. And I'm learning that it kind of sends us to different timelines, different places. And you'll realize, because not only will your awareness as you expand your consciousness change how you perceive people, you'll start to actually recognize the physical features of their body that matches the energy patterns they omit. And some of us can see colors. I don't see them with my 3D eyes, by the way, okay? This is something I see. Everyone is different. Don't expect your vision to be exactly the same. I hate it when people say, this is how you see aura, or this is how... It's a unique experience for everybody based on your data center, how it's developed, your life experience, everything, environment, blah, 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 blah. A whole bunch of variables that go into that shit. So don't expect yourself to see energy or feel energy exactly like everybody else. It's going to be different for everybody. Okay? All right, as long as we get it out of the way. Just know that you will find yourself, as you expand your consciousness, recognizing patterns like that in core-based patterns. And if you are like me, you will start recognizing the oversoul patterns, like that. Oh, you're an incarnation of that oversoul. I recognize this pattern. And we always think that's like, oh, you're a type of person. No, you're not a type of person. You are an oversoul. And there's a core pattern to the oversoul, right? But everyone who's incarnated is a unique individual soul. They're not, it's just that there's that core. You can sense the core in them. If you know, you know. If you get it, you get it. If you like patterns, you'll get it. There's always a core base pattern people start with, right? Some people like things swirly, some people like things geometrically, some people are more abstract. It's just you, right? Anyways, some are monotone, some are bright, some are spicy, some smell funny. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. It's okay. So yeah, it's almost like your Doctor Who. Oh, look, there's an eagle. Check that out. Usually I only see hawks, but that's an eagle. That's always fun. There's a lot of crows here too. They like me. Sometimes they tell me stories. They actually, sorry, off topic, but the magpies put on a show for me the other day. It was a lot of fun. There's these group of there's lots of magpies around here, but there's a group next door, and they started making a lot of noise to get my attention, and then they posed all pretty on top of the roof, and then they all turned away to look up at the sky, and one turned towards the tree, and as it turned towards the tree, a whole flock of birds, the little brown ones, like the sparrows or whatever they are. Yes, I think they're sparrows. No, not sparrows. Finches? They could be finches, I don't know. Anyway, little brown ones. They all just flew out of the tree all at once and made a great show in the sky for me. It was like right around sunset. It was beautiful. I love them. They're a lot of fun. Anyways. Yeah, oversouls. So sometimes if someone remembers you, but you've never met them, I want you to think, if you remember feeling that, like, this is when it's like the practice of learning how your body reacts to energies, right? So when you're feeling happy, how does your body feel when it's happy? When you feel scared, how does it feel when it's scared? Or start recognizing all the different physical sensations that correlate with the emotion, and then also connect it to whatever images or memories or, right, all the shit that happens in your brain, because then you'll start to see your own patterns and then that's how you learn to recognize the energy you're experiencing. And it's really cool once you start to recognize, right? It's like, oh, I've stepped into this, or, oh, this is more chaotic. There's a whole bunch of shit going on here. So it's really cool if you start recognizing that. And then that will also teach you to recognize the oversoul's energy. So when you meet somebody like, oh, I remember you, and you're like, we've never met before. But then you're like, wait a second, this energy is familiar. And then if you start looking at the person's face, you're like, oh, you're that type of person. But instead of saying you're that type of person, going, oh, you're from that oversoul. We've met before, kind of, but not your specific. How do I explain this to you? I know you, but I don't know you. Okay, maybe don't tell them, but you could. Then they might run away. But anyways, it'd be fun. Isn't that kind of cool? Anyways, I hope you guys are having a great day. I think I'm going to go back to drinking coffee and sitting in the sun until my children wake up. Okay. Bye.